Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Akhandananda Sambodha Bandanatyasya Jayate Govindam Tamaham Vande Chidananda Tanum Gurum. So yesterday we were seeing the four types of creation. The four types of creation are: one, from the womb; two, from the egg; three, from the uh, sweat; and four, from the seed, breaking the earth, breaking up open jar. So the name is first Jarayuja, second Jarayuja, Andaja, Svedaja, Udbija. So four types. Okay. Now, like we explained in the causal body and the subtle body, here also we have to explain the samaṣṭi and viśvati, the collective and individual. So to explain that, he says, and what are the names for that? Like Vishva, Ishvara, etc. We gave the names. Here also, what are the names for this samaṣṭi and viśvati, the collective and individual also should be said. Collective gross body, individual gross body. So that is what he is beginning now. idaṃ sthūlavapurjātaṃ bhautikaṃ ca caturvidham sāmānyena samaṣṭiḥ syāt ucyate'nnavikāritvātkośo'nnamaya. Like there also here we saw etatsamaṣṭyavacchinnaṃ, since it is an object of one knowledge. naikadhīviṣayatvena, not an object of one knowledge. That is the difference between the samaṣṭi and viśvati, the collective and individual. Same here also. So he says, idaṃ sthūlavapurjātaṃ bhautikaṃ ca caturvidham sāmānyena samaṣṭiḥ syāt ekadhīviṣayatvataḥ. Idaṃ bhautikaṃ, this whatever has come from the elements. Panchikrita panchamaha bhuta, that is the bhuta here, bhautika here. Okay, that which is the effect of the elements, elementals. Caturvidham, sthūlavapurjātaṃ, these four kinds of gross bodies. Four kinds of gross bodies. Four kinds is from the womb, from the egg, from the sweat, and from the seed. Okay. Now, sāmānyena, generally speaking, ekadhīviṣayatvataḥ, since they are all of one knowledge, all the gross bodies are combined together and it gives you one knowledge. Collective is one knowledge. Therefore, samaṣṭiḥ, therefore it is called as samaṣṭi. Okay. etatsamaṣṭyavacchinnaṃ caitanyam phalasaṃyutam prāhurvaiśvānara iti virāḍiti vaidikāḥ. So what is that which is the collective? What is the name given to it and who it is given to? That should be said. So he says, etatsamaṣṭyavacchinna caitanyam phalasaṃyutam prāhurvaiśvānara iti virāḍiti vaidikāḥ. etatsamaṣṭyavacchinnaṃ caitanyam. This samaṣṭyavacchinnaṃ caitanyam, samaṣṭi avachinnam caitanyam. Like when we ask what is jiva, we say avidyavachinna caitanya. What is Ishvara? Ishvara is mayavachinna caitanya. Very good, you remember. The thing is, here it is not samaṣṭyavachinna caitanyam alone. It is not a collective associated consciousness alone. But there is an, see, with reference to the bimba pratibimbavada or abhasavada, there is one thing we have to add to it. If you are talking about avachinnavada, then samaṣṭyavachinna caitanyam enough. That is what is the viśva or vaisvānara, whatever it is. Okay, samaṣṭyavachinna is vaisvānara. But with reference to the abhasavada or pratibimbavada, we have to include also the bimba pratibimba or the abhasa. So, like with reference to that makeup box I was showing. So that whole makeup box plus the reflection in it, both are included to call as jiva. Okay. So reflection in the maya, reflection in the avidya, and the whole consciousness. That is what is called as a jiva. So here also he says, etatsamaṣṭyavacchinna caitanyam. This collective associated consciousness. Phalasaṃyutam. Phala means result. Result associated, not result here. Phala means ābhāsaṃyutam, pratibimbasaṃyutam, along with its reflection, the reflected consciousness. So the consciousness associated with the collective plus the consciousness reflected. This is a Vaisvānara, is called as Vaisvānara. Okay, that is called as Vaisvānara. Virāḍiti, and it is also referred to with another name, virāṭ. Either you call it Vaisvānara or virāṭ. Okay, who says vaidikāḥ prāhu? Vaidikāḥ. Vaidikāḥ, the word generally refers to the people who perform the karma kanda. They perform the karmas, they are called as Vaidikas. Vaidikas are people who are performers of the karmas. Now here, Vaidika means people who know the purport of Vedas, they say. Meaning the people who are experts in Vedanta. Vedanta Vitpannaha. The people who are experts in Vedanta, they say this. Why? Because that is what is the question. Tantva Upanishadam Purusham Pruchhami. I am asking about the Purusha referred to in Upanishads. So here Vaidika does not mean the people who perform the karmas, but Vaidikas means the people who have the knowledge of the Vedanta. This will be made clear in the next shloka. Okay. When we were talking about the Veshti. Prahu vaisvānaro viśvanareṣu ātmatvenābhimānataḥ virāṭ syādvividhatvena svayameva virājanāt. Why have we given him Vaisvānaro or virāṭ? What is the significance for this name? What is the reason for giving him this name? So that is it. Vaisvānaraḥ viśvanareṣu ātmatvena abhimānataḥ virāṭ syādvividhatvena svayameva virājanāt. Viśvanareṣu ātmatvena abhimānataḥ vaisvānaraḥ syāt. Viśvanareṣu, Viśva means in all, the world. Nareṣu, Nara means, Nara means man. Nari means woman. So, Nara, in all the men, then the women are excluded. That's a problem. Like we said, Purusha. Purusha means human being. We should not treat it as men. Right? So similarly here also Nara means it's a beings, not just human beings. Beings. There with reference to the Purushartha, we said human beings. Here you have to say beings, jivas, any jiva, any prani, any living being. Viśvanareṣu, in all the living beings in the creation, in the whole of Brahmanda. Atmatvena abhimānataḥ, it refers, it identifies itself with him, all of them with himself. Atmatva, all that as himself. Like what? See, this is the idea. See, you see different objects in dream. What is that? They are all you. Nothing but you. It's all manifestation of you. That is one way. Or my thumb, me, little finger, me, left little finger, me, left thumb, me, pointing finger, me. Everything is me. I identify with all the parts of my body. Similarly, this fellow identifies with all the individuals as himself. So that is why he is called as a Vaisvānara. And vividhatvena svayameva virājanāt. As different, he himself exists. That is why he is called as virāṭ. See, the name significance of calling him Vaisvānara and virāṭ is understood here. Vaisvānara means I am everything is Vaisvānara. See this, beautiful. I am everything. I am all this is Vaisvānara. All this is me. This is virāṭ. I am everything is Vaisvānara. All this is me. This is virāṭ. Okay? Now, caturvidhaṃ bhūtajātaṃ tattajjātiviṣeṣataḥ naikadhīviṣayatvena pūrvavadvyaṣṭiriṣyate. Caturvidhaṃ bhūtajātaṃ tattajjātiviṣeṣataḥ na ekadhīviṣayatvena pūrvavadvyaṣṭiriṣyate. Caturvidhaṃ bhūtajātaṃ, the four kinds of beings. Four kinds of beings, remember. from the womb, from the eggs, from the sweat, from the seed. So all the four kinds of beings, tattajjātiviṣeṣataḥ, according to its class. Jati here means not the caste. Jati means the class of the being. Like from the womb, something is from the egg, something else is from the seed, something else is from the sweat. So this is the jati. The word jati can mean different things in different places. Jati can mean the caste, jati can mean the class, jati can also mean the distinction. Like there are only two jatis, one is male and female. Over. So in which way you are classifying, according to that jati word also can be different. Here jati means the kind of birth you have taken. According to the kind of births one takes, naikadhīviṣayatvena, because it is not of one knowledge. Knowledge of something born of seed is not from same as something born of egg or something born of a womb. So that differs. It is not of one knowledge. Therefore, pūrvavadvyaṣṭiriṣyate. Therefore, since it is not of one knowledge, as before, we call it vyashti, individual. Okay. Sābhāsaṃ. What is vyashti? What is the name given to it? Sābhāsaṃ vyaṣṭyupahitaṃ, tattādātmyamupāgatam, tattādātmyamupāgatam, caitanyam viśva iti ahu vedanta kovidaha. Vedanta nayakovidaha. He is making it very clear. Vedanta nayakovidaha. It should not be read like that. Vedanta nayakovidaha. One word it is. Kovidaha means who understands. So here Vedanta nayakovidaha, one word. One who understands the path, the methodology, the teaching of Vedanta is Vedanta nayakovidaha. Okay. So sābhāsaṃ vyaṣṭyupahitam tat tādātmyamupāgatam caitanyam viśva iti ahu Vedanta nayakovidaha. Vyaṣṭyupahitam, like in the samaṣṭi, here also he says vaishyupahitam, vaishyupadhiyuktam. There he says samaṣṭiḥ avachinna caitanyam. Here he says vaishyupadhiyukta caitanyam. There avacchinnavada, here upadhivada. Okay? So vaishyupahitam caitanyam plus tattādātmyamupāgatam, sābhāsaṃ, and whatever has identified itself with that reflection which has identified itself with the reflected consciousness which has identified itself with that individual. Viśva iti ahuhu. This is what is called as viśva. By whom? Vedanta nayakovidaha. The people who know the path of Vedanta, the people who know the teaching of Vedanta, the people who know the method of Vedanta. So they say, they accept it to be viśva. Okay? No, viśva. viśvasminsthūladehe'tra. Why is he called viśva? The name significance is explained. viśvasminsthūladehe'tra svabhimanena tisthati yataha tato viśva iti namna sārtho bhavati ayam. viśvasmin sthūladehe atra svabhimanena tisthati yataha tataha viśva iti namna sārtha bhavati ayam. Yataha, because of which reason, atra, here in this creation, viśvasmin sthūladehe. Viśvasmin sthūladehe means viśvasmin. Viśva means all. It's a pronoun. So in the pronouns, see, generally it should be viśve. Viśvasmin is because of a sutra, nasiknyoho smatsmino. For fifth case it will be smat, for seventh case it will be smin. Viśvasmin. In all of the gross bodies, sthūladehe, gross bodies, svabhimanena tishtati. He identifies, in each one of them he identifies himself. Not the collective one. In each of the individual's gross bodies in the whole of the world, he identifies himself with it. Therefore, tataha, therefore, I am viśva iti namna sārtho bhavati. This fellow gets the name viśva, which is an apt name for him. how did you understand that he's identifying himself with each of the individual? Veshthirevasya viśvasya bhavati sthūlavigraha ucyate'nnavikāritvātkośo'nnamaya deho'yaṃ Veshtireva asya bhavati sthūlavigraha ucyate'nnavikāritvātkośo'nnamaya iti ayam. Asya viśvasya veshtireva sthūlavigraha. For this viśva, individual, veshti, individual is the sthula vigraha, gross body. Vigraha means body. Vigraha means murti. Vigraha, murti, shariram, all these are synonyms. Okay? With reference to the statue of Ishvara, we call it vigraha. We call it murti or sharira. You can call it any. So, sthula vigraha, for this gross body, Vishvasya Veshtireva Sthula Vigraha. For this Vishva, this individual gross body is the body. Ayam Annavikāritvātkośo'nnamaya. And this gross body is a transformation of food. Therefore, Annamaya Kosha iti uchyate. Therefore, it is called as a food sheath. Annamaya sheath. S-H-E-A-T-H, not S-H-E-E-T. S-H-E-A-T-H. Sheath. Okay? Uchyate. Okay. How did you come to the understanding that it is a transmission of food? So he says, deho'yaṃ pitrabhuktanna vikārat shukla shonitat jata pravardhate'nnena tadabhave vinashyati tasmat annavikaaritvena ayam annamayahtatah achādakattvādiyatasya apyasehe koṣavatatmanah deho'yaṃ pitrabhukta annavikarat shukla shonitat jatah pravardhate'nnena tadabhave vinashyati tasmat annavikaaritvena ayam annamayah matah achādakatvad etasya api asehe koṣavat atmanah. Ayam deha, this gross body, pitrabhukta annavikarat. Pitru means father, bhukta eaten, annavikarat transformation of food. So it is because of the food eaten by the father. Now we have to understand. The mother has no role to play with there. No. She also has. What is that? We will understand this. There are two methodologies accepted here for the jiva to enter the womb. Okay, we are talking about this garbha, that which enter the womb. Okay, so see, jarayuja mean whether you are from heaven or hell, you are thrown out after your karmas are extinguished. Whatever karmas need to be extinguished there, they are extinguished, they are experienced, you will be thrown away from there. So, kshine punye martyaloka vishanti. So, you will stay in the sky, waiting for the proper cloud to fall. So, you stay in the cloud, then you travel wherever you need to come down. So, when the rains fall, the jiva travels through the earth. So, in the earth, it gets associated itself with the food product. Directly or indirectly, that fruit product is consumed by this man. Meaning, directly, the rice, the jiva sits in the rice. This fellow, it's not one jiva, it's multiple jiva sitting in one rice. Okay. So, this fellow also eats that rice. So, he enters that particular body directly. Or, let us suppose he goes to this grain and a cow eats that grain. This fellow travels to the cow's body and as a milk, he gets transferred to the human being. Directly or indirectly, whichever way, he comes to the human being. Okay. Now, from here, Nishechana, he will, when this fellow drops the semen in the womb, this jiva gets transferred to the womb and he becomes a whatever. This is how the creation is explained in general. But in Garbhopanishad, Garbha Upanishad. There is an Upanishad which explains in detail the different stages of Garbha, the stages of the baby in the womb. We are not talking about this new thing. We are talking about Upanishad, which is thousands of years old. If at all you are going to take a timeline, we don't see the timeline for Upanishads. But even if you are going to take it as a timeline, it is very old, and we know all that already. So it says, see, this person eats the food, the rice, that grain, and the woman also eats the grain. So the sperm dropped inside the womb associates itself with the egg. Then there is different stages of Buddha, Kalala, etc. Buddha like a bubble, then Kalala like a sticky substance. Okay, then it has the body and all. Now, at the 6th month or so, the jiva enters that body. That is how it is explained there. Okay. Now, here, Pitra Bhukta. When you say father, the food eaten by the father. No. Pitru is a general word for mother and father. Like the Mahakavi Kalidasa in his Mega Sandesha, Megadutta, he says, Mega Sandesha. He says, Jagatah Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaro. Jagatah Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaro. The parents, Pitaro, the parents of the world, Jagat. I salute to them. Who are they? Parvati and Parameshwara. I salute the parents of the world, Parvati and Parameshwara. So that is how he starts. Pitaro, Mata cha Pita cha. That's a sutra in Sanskrit which says Pitaro or Matro. You use one word, it becomes parent. Over. It refers to both. Okay. Pitru means your parent. The food eaten by parent. How can you say Pitru means normally father, right? No. Here it is parent. Why? Because Shukra Shonitat. By the food eaten by the parent, Shukra and Shonita. There are two things. Shukra means the semen. Shonita means the egg. So both are evolved, and from that jataha, through that it is born. Annena pravardhate, and it grows through the food. This is from the Taitra Upanishad says. Yato va imani bhūtāni jāyante, yena jātāni jīvanti, yat prayantyapi samvishanti, tad vijñāsasva, tat brahmeti. Meaning from which yato va imani bhūtāni jāyante, from which all these beings come into existence. Yena jātāni jīvanti, in which all these are sustained. Yat prayantyapi samvishanti, into which all these merge. Tad vijñāsasva, desire to know that. Tat brahmeti, that is the self. And in the same Taitra Upanishad, in the Mangalacharana, Bhagavan Bhashyakara writes 3 Mangalacharana, and one of the Mangalacharana he says, Yasma Jatam Jagat Sarvam Yasminneva Pradiyate Yene Damdharite Chaiva Tasmai Jnanatmane Namaha. To that knowledge form, my salutations, which is the cause for the creation, sustenance, and the dissolution. And Brahma Sutra also, Janmadhyasayataha. So the Janma, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, all that which is the cause for that, that is the self. Okay. Now, from that, pravardhate, it grows. Through that food, it grows. The food eaten by the mother first, and then outside, the food eaten by himself. And then, tadabhave vinashyati, when you don't eat food, when you start fasting, you die. Tasmat, therefore, I am annavikāritvena annamayaha mataha. Since he is a transformation of food, he is called as annamaya. Maya can be for vikara or vikari, transformation, or prachurya, abundance. It can be for both. Maya is a word which Maya is a suffix which can be used for both the sense. Okay. So since it's a transformation of food, since it's abundance of food, therefore it is called as annamaya. Etasyapi asehe koshavat atmana achādakatvat. This also is like asehe koshavat, like a kosha, like a sheath for the asi, for the sword. So we have a sheath for the sword, right? So similarly, this is a sheath which engulfs, which covers the self. Atmana achādakatvat, since it covers the self. We saw, see, self, we tried to explain about this self directly. We didn't understand. So we started with Anandamaya Kosha. No, vijnanamaya kosha, no, manomaya kosha, no, pranamaya kosha, no, finally annamaya kosha. Now I understand what. So because we are so much identified with the body, the food sheath, so annamaya kosha achadakatvat. Okay, so we'll see this. Om purnamadaః purnamidam purnāt purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnamevavashishyate. Om shanti shanti shanti.